Is it hot in here or is it me? Is it menopause or summer weather or both?
Definitely both. Either way, it can feel like you're living in hell. And feeling like a flower out of water is definitely one of the biggest summer bummers. So, we're here to take the bummer out of your summer, and we're going to share some of our favorite tips to stay cool and gorgeous this season.
Welcome to Life Gloss, a beauty podcast for sassy and seasoned women who have lived life and have a drawer full of lip gloss to prove it. We're your hosts, Susan Gerdeman
and Hillary Clark Mina. Join us each Thursday as we discuss life and how it relates to the world of beauty inside and out.
So obviously, you want a sunscreen all day. You want to hydrate from within, drink all your water. So we're not going to talk about those things because I think at this point, everybody knows in the summer, up your fluid intakes and sunscreen, sunscreen, sunscreen. So that aside, when we were thinking about this episode, and thinking about summer as women of a certain age, we're sort of thinking to ourselves, what are some issues now that we deal with? When we were younger, it was always like, oh, my skin is oily, I'm breaking out. But as we get older, some of these issues really change. So if you're using your sunscreen, if you're hydrating, keep doing it, up it. It's great. You got it going on. But now we've got some other stuff that's happening. So there's 3 issues that we really want to tackle today.
First and foremost, let's address that red, hot, irritated skin. That could be heat rash, eczema, breakouts, rosacea, too much sun, everything all combined, plus those weird mystery rashes that we seem to get after 40. And then the dehydration, skin, hair, eyes, everywhere, if you know what I mean. And the hair, the frizz, the dehydration. I'm tempted to lop mine off and start fresh, but I haven't quite given up yet.
I mean, there's no reason to go crazy. But that being said, there's some great products we want to mention that help us and can help some of you to beat this heat. And depending where you're living, I know I'm on the East Coast, Hillary's on the West Coast. So I know for her, she has a little bit of drier heat. And on the East Coast, for our listeners, and even in the Midwest, a lot of us are dealing with the dreaded humidity that comes along with hot summers. So, some things that come to mind for us as we go through these 3 issues: clothing fabrics, facial mist, breathing exercises. So, let's talk about some of these things. I think Hillary's mentioned before her love of natural fabrics. I agree. Linen, cotton, silk, do it. Trust me. Change to those breathable fabrics that will instantly make you feel cooler and fresher.
100%. And I have to share, as some of you might know, I hike in the Hollywood Hills every day. And for years and years and years, I mean, decades really, I've been wearing all of, our regular, like our Lululemons, our Aloes, our whatever, your workout, clingy, tight clothes. Ever since I started reading more about the fact that those are plastic products that can actually be absorbed into your bloodstream. And some of them are even trying to do a mitzvah in the world and they're using recycled plastic bottles, which, okay, I get that, but I don't want it next to my skin. I have actually switched to wearing 100% cotton or linen when I'm hiking. Sometimes I do look like a crazy little old lady, but let me tell you, my body looks good underneath. But I find that my workouts are better. I have more energy. And it could just be a mental thing, but I went to put my regular workout clothes on the other day before hiking, and I felt like I was suffocating. I cannot explain the level of detox I think has actually improved since I've switched to working out only in cotton or even linen. And I'll wear like the loose, baggy drawstring linen pants, whatever. And I think it's really affected me in a positive way.
Yeah, I'm the same. The other day I did my hike, and I do my 3 miles hike every day as well. And I tend to go first thing in the morning. I go right when I get up. It's cooler. That's something else. And also, if I don't get it done, I find if I keep putting it off, it'll never get done. So if I can go do it before breakfast, get out there, go do my walk, go do my hike, get it done, or done and dusted, as I like to say, I feel so much better. So that's really the scheduling thing. Don't use summer as an excuse. But when I was out doing my hike, it's the same thing, Hill. I put on loose sweats, cotton sweats, and I put on a button down linen oversized men's shirt. And I have to tell you, I was so much cooler. And I agree with you. I don't care if I look like a crazy person. I was cooler. It felt more comfortable. And I'm not lifting weights when I'm hiking. I'm simply hiking, doing a light jog, walking. So I want to be as cool as possible. So don't be afraid of looking crazy as long as you're comfortable, I think is our message here.
100%. I have a whole newfound respect for the ladies that I always thought, huh, what in the world is going on over there? I mean, I've been in the obscenely large hats and the crazy looking sunscreen for decades now. But
Yeah.
I always thought, how can she be comfortable? Those are so baggy. Don't they hold her up? Or linen shorts or whatever. And I've just always thought, gosh, aren't those uncomfortable? I'm telling you, I was getting it all wrong. I think I am going to be tossing my synthetic workout clothes and feeling really good about it.
Yeah. There's one company I have to say that I do like their workout clothes when I want to do my yoga or my strength training and I don't want to wear a loose baggy shirt or loose linen pants. I do like Beyond Yoga. I think that they have really nice fabrication. They tend to be softer. And I find that they're not as restrictive and the fabric is very light and extremely breathable. So, a little plug for Beyond Yoga. I do like their exercise clothes if I'm going to go that route. Speaking of exercising, breath work. I do daily breath work and daily meditation. I have to tell you, breathing exercises, doing breath work is imperative for actually not just staying calm, but physically cooling. It's actually cooling to your system. It calms you down and keeps you cooler. So it may sound really silly, but try it this summer. Whenever you're overheated or feeling really hot, take that time to close your eyes, do your breath work, keep yourself calm. It actually does help cool you off. Breath work can also be used if you are having a hot flash. You can literally breathe through it. Much like we did for many of us in pregnancy, they're always talking about breathing and breath work. It's the same thing. Calming your body keeps you cooler. So try it sometime. I like to do a 4-7-8, in for 4 through the nose, hold for 7, out gently like you're blowing out a candle for 8. 4-7-8. Do a 4 count of that. Tell me, talk to me if that doesn't work for you. It really does. It really cools me down.
Well, I wish I'd employed the 4-7-8 method at my most recent doctor's appointment. If you haven't caught that little mini rant episode, go scroll and look for the word rant.
See,
I
Hill,
wish I'd been breathing.
if you would have called me, I could have taken you through a meditation or taken you through some breath work and gotten you into that space. Or maybe you could have put that doctor on the phone and I could have put him through some paces with some breath work to calm down and think before he speaks next time.
hmm
Anyway,
Yeah, I was just minding my tongue. I was keeping my mouth shut. So the breath work would have been hard because of the things racing through my mind. And yeah, I was just trying to keep myself out of jail.
yeah, that would have been more than a 4-7-8 breath. We probably would have had to go into heavy breathing techniques on that one, but don't worry, you can FaceTime me next time to cool down. It really does help a lot of breath work. So let's talk about this first topic, the red hot irritated summer skin, the heat rash, the eczema, breakouts, too much sun. There's some great products that Hillary and I have both used and come across that might help some of you if you're dealing with some of these issues. So the first one is relatively new. It's a new ingredient. Well, I shouldn't say it's a new ingredient because really nothing's technically new. But it is a newer ingredient in the beauty industry, and that is the hypochlorous. Chlorus, am I saying it right? Hyperchlorous? I'm probably saying it wrong. Hyperchlorous acid. And it is an ingredient that is an antibacterial ingredient that is calming and soothing for irritated skin.
This one is incredible. This actually was born on the beaches of California, and it was designed to deal with rash guard rash. So surfers, there are so many little critters in our oceans and in ocean waters, that and the friction and the sun and the sand, plus some of these little creatures, can create a funky, semi fungal, sometimes semi irritation, semi friction, sort of a rash. And this was being used by dermatologists to soothe that kind of pot of this could be several different things. And Tower 28, also a Southern California brand, brilliantly brought it in to this beauty SOS spray. It's in the red bottle. You can find it at Sephora. And it has been demonstrated to work incredibly well for rosacea, particularly rosacea that is associated with mites, which I know will gross you guys out and freak you out, but get over it. That's the truth of the matter. And it's a game changer for all kinds of different conditions.
I really like this hypochlorous acid. I really like what Tower Beauty's done. The SOS spray, there's two sizes. There's a larger size and there's a little small, I want to say it's like $12 travel size. I just give that a shake. I keep it with me. If my skin gets like red or irritated, just spray it on and it works pretty quickly. So look for this ingredient. Tower Beauty is one of the first to be using it. There are some other companies out there, but look around. If you see it in a product, pick it up and give it a try. I find that it's one product I'm probably going to keep with me all summer long. I mean, if I'm going to send my daughter to her camp this summer with a small bottle, I think it's a really good product. Another product that is a lifesaver for me, and not just for the summer, but for year round, is a French beauty product, which I know everyone's obsessed with French beauty. But this product, homeoplasmine, is amazing. You can get it on Amazon. It's definitely way more expensive on Amazon. And I'm not blaming Amazon. I'm just saying it's more expensive to get it in the States than it is to buy it in Europe and in France. But this is a product that is used for irritation, bites, dry patches, dry heels, lips. I can't live without homeoplasmine. It is so great. It just, anytime my skin is irritated, I put it on no matter what the irritation is, and it's gone. So this I carry with me and take everywhere. It is just the best product. I love it.
Amen, sister. I second that. I can't live without it. It's definitely in my 911 SOS rescue bag always, and I pull it out quite often.
Yeah. And you can
I
use it for
also,
so many things. That's what's great. Like I've used it on a mosquito bite. I've used it, like I said, on my heels before I put on sandals. I mean, it's anything. And even I rub it in my hands and we'll put a little bit over my hair to help with flyaways. You can use it like underneath the eyebrows or on the face for a little glow. It's the product that just doesn't quit. It's fantastic. I use it for everything. I love it.
I love a universal. Love a universal. In fact, I have one that I will mention a little bit later as well. Yeah, I also love the quick fix products, like the ones from Mega Babe, like the Thigh Rescue for chafing skin. I also really love all of those little liners that you can put into the underarms of your shirts, because some of us are finding that things are getting a little hot around here, especially for summer. You have garden parties, events, summer weddings. If you don't want to leave a mark, you can put them on the inside. But I also fold them over and I use them underneath my bust for that dreaded boob sweat that we can all get, especially if you are having hot flashes. Like, it's just the truth. It happens.
Yeah, I think all the Mega Babe products are exceptional and for all ages. I have to say, she does such a good job with the whole product line. I'd love to have her come on the podcast sometime. Just really excellent products for all types of body issues and all ages of women. She really took something that we all at different stages of our life suffer from, and she's made this great line of products. So check out the Mega Babe products. I think they're really solid. Let's talk about dehydrated skin. You know, dehydration is different than dryness. As we know, dehydration is surface, and it happens sometimes even worse in the summer than in the winter.
100%. And what some people don't know is that an oily skin can be dehydrated. A normal skin can be dehydrated, misdiagnosed as dry, and a dry skin can be both dry and dehydrated. So we're really talking about nourishing, hydrating, and protecting the epidermis, and the epidermis, the skincare barrier here. And I love so many different sprays and mists. You want to be careful with sprays and mists if you are in a climate that is going to pull them off of your skin, because it can sometimes dehydrate you. So if you're in a really arid desert climate,
Right.
I always say go for a mist that has a little more body to it, that's actually going to lay down, like, not even a hyaluronic acid, a snow mushroom, or even an oil, like a biophase oil mist that you shake up, because you want that oil to bind to the skin. Otherwise, you're putting moisture on the skin, the heat's just drying it out, and it can further dehydrate you. So mist can be doing you dirty depending on your climate.
So, one product that I really found that I absolutely love, especially when it's super, super, super hot and you're sweaty, which, as you know, when the sweat dries, you become dehydrated there too, right? Is a company, small company out of Florida. It's a husband and wife, and it's called Solar Recovery. And they've got some wonderful, wonderful products. And one of them is called Save Your Skin Spray that I absolutely love. It's just so fresh. You can use it on your face, your body. It's calendula and vitamin E. And what I like about this, and why I tend to use this after I'm come out of the sun, or if I'm super hot and want to cool down, or my skin's just feeling dehydrated and needs a little drink of water, I love this better than aloe vera because it's less sticky. I mean, aloe's great if you've been, say, sunburned or had too much, but sometimes aloe can be kind of sticky. I love the Save Your Skin spray because it's just super healing with the calendula and the vitamin E, but it's hydrating, and it absolutely helps with dehydration. Great product.
Love that. Yeah, Typology has one. It's their organic Roman chamomile, and it's earthy and it smells like the soil and chamomile. You can tell it's organic and very, very French in all of that. But it's another wonderful one to mist on. I
Yeah.
carry that one with me too. I love the
And
mists for dehydration.
and Solar Recovery also makes my favorite bath and massage oil called Save Your Body and Mind, which is an incredible clean beauty product. All their products are. It is unbelievable. It is one of the best bath and body oils I've ever used. I know you can order direct from them, or you can find them on Amazon. They're also, I know, in New York, Bon Berry Market carries them. It's definitely a little bit more difficult to find the products, but if you can get a hold of any Solar Recovery, they're great products, especially if you want to keep your skin really hydrated without using heavy occlusive creams in the summer. And speaking of facial sprays, I don't think we could do this Summer Bummer podcast without mentioning probably some of the most affordable, most easy to access facial sprays. And that's by Mario Badescu. I think everyone knows them. Mario Badescu has been around since 1967. They make now so many of those facial sprays in rose, cucumber, lavender. I love them. They're inexpensive. Toss them one in the car, one in your handbag, one in your house. They make great gifts. You just mist them on face, body, hair, wherever. Just very cooling, uplifting. They're great when you're having a hot flash. I really like them a lot.
I love them. Yes, I love them. I I think they're ideal for gifts. You mentioned gifts. I definitely will pop them in like little shower bags, baby showers, bridal showers, birthdays. People love them. And it's so funny. It just reminds me of a time when I was working with a brand and we were doing some product development and we had a cooling spray and we named it CTFO. And maybe listeners, you guys can guess what that stood for. It is a sentence. But anyway, CTFO was the biggest seller and it was the best cooling spray and it had a lot of these great ingredients in it. So every once in a while, these little conversations take me back. But let's talk about Frizz. Frizz is new to me and Frizz is real.
Frizz is real. I think we need a whole separate podcast on hair, and we do have one coming up. But I know for me, as someone who highlights their hair, frizz has always been an issue for me, and it gets even worse in the summers on the East Coast because it is so humid here. Humidity is not your friend. We're talking to all of our listeners down in Florida and down in the deep South. Humidity is not your friend. So everybody has their special products that they really love and that they use. And I've tried a million different ones over the years. I tend to have a lot of hair, but it's fine textured, it's highlighted, and it gets frizzy. So we have to obviously talk about Living Proof Instant Defrizzer Spray. Living Proof has the entire line from shampoos, conditioner, everything under the sun for frizz. And I think they do a great job at it. But the one new product that I've tried that I have to tell you is incredible is the Philip B Weightless Conditioning Water. It's incredible. It's super lightweight. It's a sort of a water and oil mix for finer hairs, for maybe more mature hair that doesn't want to weigh down. We have less density in our hair. So using those hair oils that we used to use years ago are now too heavy. This one I have found to be the lightest in my hair that works for frizz. And I really have to give it some props. I'm thoroughly enjoying this product. And it comes in two sizes, travel and regular, which I don't know about you, Hill, but I'm always making sure that any product I fall in love with lately, especially in the summer months with travel coming up, they have to have a travel size. It's like, I don't want to fall in love with a product if it doesn't also make a travel size.
Yes, because I want to carry it with me in my bag because I have little emergencies along the way. You know, you live in Los Angeles and you leave the house in the morning, and who knows when you're going to be back and how many outfit changes, life changes, events. Like we have to change our hats and change everything. And, you know, disaster happens. So, pardon me. I'm going to go check out the Philip B, the weightless conditioning water. I haven't used that one yet. In the summertime, a lot of times I will take an oil and put an oil through my hair and cinch it, you know, part it deep on the side or slick it all the way back, Sade 1980s, and pin it in a chignon and call it a hair treatment and a hairstyle all at once with some big earrings, red lipstick, and call it a day.
That's right.
So,
Amen. Thank God for that look. It's the easiest, quickest way. A hair mask or a hair oil, slick it back, some hoop earrings, some Jennifer Fisher hoops, and you're out the door. I mean, it's so great. It's such a great look, and you don't have to worry about frizz. It's gone. Great. I love it.
yeah, that's like my grandmother always used to say, "Oh, put a ruffle on it." That's like the put a ruffle on it solution. Slick it back and give it a treatment all at once. Why not? Problem
And
solved. Frizz,
And listen, I'm at the
slick it.
age too. I love a good headscarf. I love a
Hmm.
turban. I am all like for the little Edie summer of crazy things on my head. Like now's the time to wear the hats. Now's the time to bring out the hair accessories. Why not? Life's too short. Toss on
Totally.
something fabulous and call it a day. Accessories are your friend.
100.
Yeah.
100%. Hmm.
Yeah. We love a good accessory.
They save you and they make you look finished and polished even when you've had to look in the mirror and say, hell with it, I don't have time. Throw on a headscarf, put on some earrings, and it looks like you really thoughtfully put together an outfit and your chic attention to detail. It's interesting, and it's as easy as throwing your head back and putting a towel on your head after the shower. So highly
Exactly.
recommended.
That's right.
Susan,
Okay.
what are your top 3 summer bummer products, Susan?
Okay. So my top 3 summer bummer products that get me through the summer from Memorial Day to Labor Day are the following. Number 1, Totally Beauty Elixir Face Mist. I love it. It's a toner and a face mist all in one. It feels amazing. It's got grape water extract. I love this product. I mist it on throughout the day when I feel hot. And then at night, I'll often use it as a toner. Love, love, love it. It's, again, also comes in a travel size. I love this product. The next one I can't live without, Mario Badescu coming through again with some summer products for me. I love Summer Shine body lotion. It is a beautiful vitamin E based body lotion that has a ton of shimmer and shine, not glitter, but a gorgeous glow from within. Anytime I'm going out in the evening, I toss it on my legs, my arms. I actually get compliments on this body lotion. It doesn't have a strong scent, but your skin just glows. And I'm telling you, every time I wear it, people ask, "What's on your body? Your skin looks amazing." Love this product for summer and actually all year round. It's great. And the third is, of course, the one product I've used, I mean, honestly, since it first came out. So I'm maybe going 30 years now. Donna Karan Cashmere Mist Deodorant. I know everyone right here that uses it, that listens to us, is probably saying, yes, it's simply the best. Controversial, I know, antiperspirants, deodorants, but I just love it. It's just so fresh and feels so great. And I can't live without it.
No one's going to fault you. We all have those things that we just can't give up and whatever. I mean,
Can't.
I don't even think that counts as a vice, but whatever. Someone will come after us and say,
I'm
how
sure.
dare you? How dare you fragrance and this and that? I mean, listen, at the end of the day, we're all going to do what we're going to do. We're just trying to help you navigate, and everybody's got to keep one questionable item, I think, in their lifestyle.
I mean, I never on this podcast once said that I was perfect. I am far from it. And I work hard to be as perfect as possible, but fail miserably often. But that you're right. That is the one product. I'm sorry. I'll go as clean as you want. I'll, try to make sure I'm not using too many toxic chemicals, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But everything's a chemical, my friends. And I have to tell you, I'm not giving up my Donna Karan antiperspirant deodorant. So sorry. Don't hate
You
me.
heard it here.
I'm not
Yep.
sweaty.
Well, you heard it here first. That's where the
You heard
line
it
is
here
drawn.
first.
There you go.
I'm not
Yeah,
giving it
my
up. What about you, Hill? What are your 3 top bummer summer products?
I live with my hand connected to my May Lindstrom, the Jasmine Face Mist. I know there are probably listeners out there that are thinking, okay, you guys have now covered 12 different mists. How do I know which one is right for me? Well, a lot of it has to do with what you enjoy the scent, the fragrance, and the finish on. So, the SOS by Tower 28 is a problem solver for rashy skin. Some of the others are just hydrating. Choose those kind of by the flavor that you like. But I really personally rely on May Lindstrom because I have a dehydrated skin type. I'm a normal skin with dehydration living in a desert climate in Los Angeles. So spritzing on even something with hyaluronic acid, well, guess what? The atmosphere can pull that out of my skin because that's what it does. So even though it says that hyaluronic acid, you put it on your skin and it pulls moisture out of the air, questionable when it comes to a mist in a desert climate. So that said, I love May Lindstrom's, her Jasmine Garden Face Mist. It has just enough oil that it hydrates, clings to the skin, binds to the moisture in the product. It feels velvety. It won't break down makeup if I'm wearing it. It smells like the Garden of Eden. It brings me joy and uplifts my spirits. So I guess that's really all that it needs to do, but it makes my skin look good too.
There
So
you go.
all of that. And you mentioned a shining body lotion. So for people that love shining body lotions, go forth and prosper. And there's always a time and a place for it. Myself personally, unless I'm wiggling into a gown or a bikini. Ooh, bikini, the thought of it. A gown or a bikini.
That's a whole other podcast. So like just pause on that for a moment. But anyway, go ahead.
Oh, I said the B word.
Yeah.
Anyway, anyway. So my favorite moisture, and again, I love this because I'm a multitasking kind of woman. The Essential by Adele. She is a body parts model. We've talked about her before. People that have to ensure their hands, their feet, their knees, their ankles, their elbows, their face, everything because they are body parts models. That means when you see advertisements and you just see an eye, a neck, a collarbone, an ankle, a knee, that's a body parts model. So this moisturizer, I'm going to spell it. It's Essentiel by Adele. This is an incredible multi-purpose moisturizer. Again, you guys, we are not sponsored, but I am going to get her on the podcast. This contains frankincense, coffee berry, hyaluronic acid, MSM, and an entire natural range of ingredients. It is for your body, your hair, your cuticles, your face. I use it off and on. If I use it every day on my face, it can be a little potent because of all of the botanicals in there. But this also comes in travel size, saves me every single time. If you're going to trust anybody with your body, trust Adele, trust a body model. You can use it everywhere. And then last but definitely not least, because I use this everywhere and it goes with me no matter where I am, is good old fashioned Egyptian magic. It's great. Hair, skin, nails, bites, irritations. I mean, olive oil, bee products. If you're super vegan, you're not going to love this one. Take a look at the cream that Susan mentioned earlier. But Egyptian magic has saved the day for me more than once. That, and if I have a real trauma, some good old fashioned Manuka honey and a linen wrap.
Yeah. I mean, I think we both share a mutual love of Egyptian magic. It's always in my cabinet too. You know, it's so great. It's so great. It does all the things you need it to do. So it also comes in a travel size.
I feel like we need to tell people that none of this is sponsored.
No, it's
We're
not.
just
But
sharing.
nobody would dare sponsor us at this point. We're just, too honest. But honestly, that's such a great product. And, yes, I am a bag lady. Yes, I take everything with me. I am travel size obsessed. You should
Yeah.
see me at
Well,
the checkout at Sephora. I mean, I spend more time in that little travel section right before you get to the register than I spend anywhere in the entire store. I love
incredible.
I don't know, I just love minis. I like tiny things. I always have, and I just love the idea I can take it with me. Is anyone else out there travel obsessed? I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm just coming out for the first time, letting everyone know. I love travel size. I love small things. I don't know. I
I
love
think we all do. I
I
think
really
we all do. I
do.
mean, the fact that Sephora has dedicated their point of sale and their checkout to like you literally have to meander and navigate through a labyrinth
Yeah.
of trial sizes. So I think we're
Yeah.
definitely not the only ones. And you mentioned, Susan, something there that, yes, this podcast is not sponsored. Listen, if you guys like and enjoy our content, please share. We are growing at, leaps and bounds right now. We're definitely open to it, but we're more interested in growing with you and you guys will help keep us active and spilling what we love, but we don't want to sell out at the same time. So tell
Come grow
everyone.
come grow old with us, friends. Come grow old with us.
Oh, brutal. Oh, well, on that note,
On that
everybody
note,
stay safe, stay sunny, stay happy, and as always, stay glossy.
stay cool this summer and stay glossy.
Meanwhile, find Life Gloss on Instagram and TikTok at lifeglosspodcast.com and on our website, lifegloss.com. You just might catch us live on TikTok. You never know. All right, everybody. Susan, stay glossy.
Hillary, stay glossy.